Hi, my name is Lidia Espindola. I will share my topic presentation. I will talk about the original sin, the first coup in Pakistan. I think the first coup of 1958 began to gestate since the creation of Pakistan as a country. When they reached their independence in 1947, they had in Muhammad Ali Jinnah, a great leader, their Quaist-e-Azam, title that they gave him that had the capacity to direct the great impetus of people now that they were free, according to his vision. His great personality significantly influenced people to be patient during the first month, despite the difficult conditions they faced to live. However, after its independence, Pakistan has to face several challenges. First, two significant deaths: the death of its first head of state, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, in 1948, which leaves a great emptiness of power. There was no another person with his characteristic and charisma to direct the destinies of the nation. And later, the murder in 1951 of its Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan, deaths that destabilized Pakistan's new country, and were probably the cause of the emergence of contradictory vision of the country's ideological leadership. Ghulam Muhammad accessed to power repeating Jinnah patterns of government. He became a colonial figure, viceroy, by not having a counterweight in the government. Wanted to replicate a model of government where things will be administered through a parliament and governor or president to execute the will of the people dictated by the parliament. In 1953, riots broke out in the Punjab, and Ghulam dismisses Nizamuddin as prime minister, and Muhammad Ali Bogra occupies the position of prime minister. When elections were held in East Bengala in 1954, and before the new government was set up, a series of violent events began to lead to Mirza, a public official, former Secretary of Defense, and Minister of the central government, to comply with the allocation of stabilizing the region. In August 1955, the General Major Iskandar Mirza assumed the position of Governor General when Ghulam Muhammad was seriously preventing him from being in power. Iskandar Mirza was confirmed as the fourth Governor General of Pakistan on October 4, 1955. Iskandar Mirza thought that democratic institutions could not prosper in Pakistan due to the lack of training in the field of democracy and the low level of literacy of the masses. He believed that politicians should only have the power to formulate policies, but they should not be allowed to interfere with the administration due to their propensity to corruption. During his mandate, Chaudhry Muhammad Ali presented the Constitution of 1956 and was elected first president of Pakistan, establishing a democratic government where it was intended that the parliament would govern, the prime minister and the cabinet aligned to the will of the people through parliament, and the president holding reserved powers to act when the situation required. Although the opinion was not in Mirza's plan to submit to parliament, the constitution included objectives related to religion and politics that had been established in the Basic Principles report published in 1950, one of which was to declare the country as an Islamic republic. For 1957, President Mirza, who had neither the will nor the ability to govern according to the Constitution's statutes, began to confront a series of conflicts that made Pakistan almost ungovernable. This series of events led to the coup. In agreement with the Commander-in-Chief Muhammad Ajib Khan, Iskandar Mirza abrogated the constitution on October 7, 1958, and declared martial law. The coup occurred after several years of political unrest, which have led the country into a deep economic and social crisis. Iskandar Mirza and Ajib Khan began the new era with apparent unanimity. Although the two were responsible for achieving change, they had different views on how to deal with the new situation. Ayub Khan perceived his name as prime minister as the president's attempt to end his military career. Had two important political rulers at the same time in Pakistan would have brought many conflicts. Therefore, if anyone had to lead politics for the benefit of Pakistan, Ayub Khan decided that it should be Mirza. The participation in power soon led to a fight between the two, where Iskandar Mirza ended arrested and exiled to Great Britain, where he later died. These were the conditions that followed the coup. In 1960, Ayub Khan adhered to the presidency, and in 1962, the second Pakistani constitution consecrated the domination of the military on the politicians. What characterized the government of Ayub Khan was the introduction of a system of basic democracies, a system of direct democracy consistent in the creation of a network of local councils of self-government responsible for governing local affairs, which is incorporated in the Constitution of 1962. During the occupation of power by Khan, then Dhaka became the legislative capital of Pakistan and the established assessment city of Islamabad. East Pakistan became the administrative capital. From that moment, the chaos caused by the inability to impose itself in a second war with India in 1965 to recover Kashmir, leading to an economic and resources loss that led the people of Pakistan to stop seeing Ayub Khan as their leader. And while he was at war with India for Kashmir and the aftermath of the war with India, East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, gradually undermined Khan's authority, leading them to want to become independent from Pakistan. This situation forced Ayub Khan to resign in 1969. I hope that my research will benefit your knowledge about Pakistan. Thank you for listening to my topic presentation.